Welcome to Promise to Live, the world's largest suicide prevention and mental health show.
We're delivering hope, help, healing, and resources with incredible special guests.
Sibling band SM6.
Performer Kenny Holland.
Actor, singer, songwriter Jackson Dollinger.
Cool, Frankie. They're beautiful!
Oscar-winning actress Brianni Walker.
I mean, there's so much trash around here. Do you really feel it's gonna make a difference?
Indie pop alternative band Animal Sun.
We've been living like strangers.
American Indian singer-actress Shannon Kaye.
I'll be here from the night to the day.
And now, let's welcome to the stage, founder and executive producer of Promise to Live, Brandy Vega.
Thank you so much for being here. You are exactly where you're supposed to be right now, doing exactly what you are supposed to be doing. My name is Brandy Vega. I'm the founder of Good Deed Revolution, and I created the Promise to Live campaign. We're about to share messages that you need to hear, and hopefully you'll share too. I almost lost my beautiful, talented teen to suicide, and thankfully her friend had the courage to call 911, and she's still alive today. We got a second chance. Not everyone gets that. I know life can be hard. It can feel dark or hopeless at times. You might feel like you don't matter or that nobody sees you. Those are lies. I promise you, it is not true. You are seen, you matter, and you are loved. I love you. Now look at me in the eye, and make me a promise. Promise to live, but not just live and exist. Promise to really live. Find your purpose, find your passion, find what makes you happy, and surround yourself with love and with light. Can you promise me that? I hope so. Now, enjoy the show.
Hey, I'm Chris.
And I'm Chase.
And we are Signal for Pilot.
And we just wrote a song. We're really excited about it. It's called Speak Up. And it's a big part of, mental health, to speak up and, speak your mind. So really excited for you guys to hear it.
And it's okay to not be okay. We are here for you, and our song is here for you. We want you to listen to it.
Promise to Live hosts are Sophie Pecora and Dakota Lotus.
Dakota is an entertainment industry triple threat. He landed his first major lead role as Cooper Rather in the hit Disney Channel series Coop and Cammy Ask the World.
You can catch Dakota in the upcoming film Fina.
His passions range from the screen to the recording studio, where he's a writer, producer, and singer. Joining Dakota is Sophie Pecora. She loves everything about music, from singing and playing instruments to songwriting.
She's written over 200 songs. Her original pop music has a unique poetry and rap style.
She got the golden buzzer on America's Got Talent. Since then, she's released over 20 songs and won tons of award competitions.
Got anxiety, I got it.
Thank you so much, Brandy, for having us here.
We are so excited to be a part of the Promise to Live. We have a great show lined up featuring actors, musicians, influencers, and speakers to provide us all with hope, healing, and resources.
We just heard an awesome song about the importance of speaking up about your emotions by Signal for Pilot. Now we have a great message from social media influencer Trey Mackay and middle school students about the Promise to Live.
And we are really excited to hear a powerful message from Academy Award-winning actor John Boyd.
What's up, guys? I'm Trey Mackay, and I'm joined with middle school students to tell you guys about the Promise to Live. If you're feeling sad, depressed,
or hopeless,
or having suicidal ideations,
make a promise to reach out to friends,
Family 988,
or another resource.
This is not a promise
that you will never have these thoughts and feelings,
but rather a promise
that you'll talk to someone about it.
Promise to talk. Promise to talk.
Then, as part of the promise,
share and encourage 2 friends
to make the promise too. By sharing this on social media,
you help stop the stigma,
start the conversation,
and most importantly, saving lives.
Visit promisetolive.org and make the promise to live.
Join me along with these incredible students in making the promise to live.
Because you're worth it.
Because you're worth it.
Because you're worth it.
You deserve it because you are worth it.
I promise to live.
Life is precious. Never give it up. Fight. Hold on to your life. I say that to you kids who you're in a tough spot. You're getting a lot of nonsense from the cell phones that you have, from the culture that's been damaged very badly. Hold on to the positive people in your surroundings, your family. Hold on to them and hold on to your life. It's a precious gift, and it's given to you by God. It's your gift. Don't give it away.
Hey guys, this is Kenny Holland. This is a song called Me, Myself, and I wrote years ago. And so my message for you is that sometimes if you feel lost, you'll always be found. And sometimes you gotta lose yourself to find yourself, and that's okay. So this is Me, Myself, and I. Thank you so much.
Maybe I'm human and not as special as I thought. Maybe, just maybe, I need the things that I forgot. And maybe I've acted like a person that I'm not. So maybe I'll give it a second thought. So me, myself, and I've been sitting in the silence, wondering why life is turning out so priceless. But who am I? It's like somebody stole my driver's license. But I'll try to get by with me, myself, and I. This is the last time, but I've said that every time. Got a million broken pieces and reasons why I've been playing all this pretend. And I've been trying to wake up, sick of all the fantasies I've made up. paralyzed and feeling hella hypnotized when I realized that this is my real life. Oh, so me, myself, and I've been sitting in the silence, wondering why life is turning out so priceless. I think I'm finally finding who I am, and I sure like it. So I'll try to get by with me, myself, and I. Sitting in the silence, wondering why life is turning out so priceless. I'm glad someone in San Francisco stole my driver's license, 'cause I know I'll get by.
That was an amazing song, Kenny. Thank you.
One thing that is extremely important, but oftentimes difficult to do, is to be able to open up and talk to someone about your mental health.
It's so hard, but it's the first step to healing.
So throughout the show, we are going to be sharing portions of a message between father and son, Tim and Trey McAdams. Now, Tim is a Hollywood stuntman and speaker, and his son Trey is a martial artist, gymnast, and YouTuber. They start off their message discussing the importance of opening up and talking about your mental health.
Then we'll hear from Brianni Walker, a multi-talented, award-winning teen actress, writer, director, producer, rapper, music producer, red carpet host, and presenter. And she's only 16.
Wow. Did you also know that she has her own anti-bullying nonprofit organization called Brianni Walker Stop Bullying Me? Let's take a listen.
Hello, I'm Tim McAdams, professional speaker, actor, and stuntman. This is my son, Trey McAdams, black belt martial artist, Tumblr, content developer, and most importantly, a student. We're here today working with Promise to Live, and I was asked to put together a quick video, kind of talking about the importance of being in the right mind space, and I thought it'd be a great thing to do as a conversation. And the reason why I thought it was a great thing to do as a conversation is because we want to encourage people to start having more conversations, and I felt, what better person to have a conversation with than my own son? And so I'll ask you, Trey, do you ever have those moments where maybe you feel sad?
Yes, often.
Yeah? Maybe depressed?
Yes, sometimes.
Yeah. Do you ever have any moments where maybe you lack confidence, or you question yourself, or question your worth?
Yes, and I know a lot of people else go through that.
Yeah, and you know what's interesting, and for those of you that know Trey, and even if you don't know Trey, just from me talking about some of his accomplishments, I mean, he's done so many things at 13 years old and been able to accomplish a lot of fantastic things, and no one would think that any of those emotions that were just mentioned were things that would be associated to him. And I think it's so healthy to hear that despite all the things that people see and the accomplishments that he's had, that he still feels these things on the inside.
I'm gonna mandate bullying into a federal statutory law, because bullying doesn't just happen at school. It can happen at home and your workplace. People with authority feel that they can bully others and get away with it. It has to stop. I'm gonna be answering 2 questions for you guys. What did you do to work through bullying and suicide ideations? I had to stand up to the bullies. Bullies only bully people because they feel like they're weak-minded. Bullies have their own issues that they're dealing with at home, and they take it out on someone else. You have to tell an adult or someone that you trust so that the bullying can stop. What advice do you have for teens who are struggling with bullying and suicide ideations? My advice is to never give up. Don't be silent. It is just letting the devil win. Stand up, speak up, because you matter.
Hey, we're SM6, and today we want to talk about happiness.
So many people talk about chasing happiness or finding happiness. I think it's more about choosing happiness in spite of external circumstances.
Yeah, we understand that's easier said than done, but note that self-care is not selfish whatsoever. It's important you dedicate time to yourself, and that could be anything. It could be walking your dog, watching your favorite movie, meditating,
just
journaling.
doing stuff that makes you happy.
Yeah.
Because true happiness comes from within.
trying to be depressed. Fighting all day with the demons in my head. I was just trying to get dressed. Gotta switch it up, but I'm staying in my sweats. I never asked to be so sad. It's my imbalance. Wish that I could sit down, relax. It's such a challenge. Let me be happy just this once. Let me be happy. Let me be happy just this once. Let me be happy. It's always something else. What's next? Feeling like life's leaving me on red. I was just trying to manifest all the good things. Yeah, I'ma do my best. I know I've got to ride the wave, but I'm getting tired. The ocean's made of gasoline, and my brain's a lighter. Let me be happy just this once. Let me be happy. Let me be happy just this once. Let me be happy. Let me be happy just this once. Let me be happy. Let me be happy just this once. Let me be happy. Na 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 na. I'm just making it to know. Na 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 na. Say it with me out loud. Can you just like try to look like you're having fun? Let me be happy just this once. Let me be happy. Let me be happy just this once. Let me be happy. I'm just making it to know. Na 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 na. Say it with me out loud. Na 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 na. I'm just making it to know. Na 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 na. Say it with me out loud. Na 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 na.
What a great song by SM6. Let me be happy. That's all any of us want, right? To be happy.
But it's also important to know that it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to have feelings of sadness, discouragement, and disappointment. We all do. That's life.
That's right, Sophie. And we want to provide you with some resources and coping skills to help you manage those feelings.
One of those coping skills is the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding technique. Start with a deep breath, then identify 5 things you can see.
5 things I can see. Well, I see the lighting, I see a camera, I see LED lights, this amazing background behind me, and my eyebrows looking good.
Nice. Next, identify 4 things you can feel.
Things I can feel. I feel my clothes, feel my hair, I feel your presence, and I feel the air conditioning. It feels nice. All right, my turn, Sophie. Identify 3 sounds that you can hear.
I can hear your voice, I can hear my voice, and I can hear the humming of the air conditioner.
Nice. All right, now identify 2 things that you can smell, and you might need to be a little creative with this one.
Okay, I can smell some perfume, and I can smell some of my lunch from earlier. And the last one, Dakota, is identify 1 thing you can taste. If you can't taste anything, think of your favorite thing to taste.
My favorite thing to taste? Mint chip ice cream. Who doesn't love it?
We're gonna check back in with Tim and Trey to hear what Trey does when he has these feelings.
And then we'll be hearing from 14-time world champion martial artist Ethan Feinschreiber about some additional coping skills.
So now my follow-up question would be is, in these moments, because obviously you're still continuing to thrive and do great things, what do you do to put yourself back in perspective, to get yourself back focused so you continue to be productive in the midst of feeling those emotions?
Yes, and even though some of you might know, I just want to make references, even the most successful people in the world, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett, etc., and a whole bunch of celebrities, content developers, anyone, they all go through emotions. So there's a lot of different ways of coping with it. But the way I cope with it is thinking towards the positive, thinking of all the things I've accomplished, and just being grateful for everything that I have and having an incredible life, having an incredible dad, just being able to actually express my feelings to someone and actually just being positive.
Wow, yeah, you couldn't have said it any better. He mentioned some of the most successful people in the world, and I think everybody feels those emotions. But the last thing you said is being able, one of the last things you said, being able to talk to somebody about it. And I think it's so healthy to understand, and this is one of the things the Promise to Live is standing for, is making sure they're starting the conversation. And it's amazing that as you start the conversation, you start talking with people, you realize that you're not alone.
Exactly.
That a lot of people, I mean, almost anybody at some point is gonna go through moments. I know I've experienced it, where I lacked self-confidence, I lacked belief, I had lack of clarity, my vision was kind of blurred. And as a result of that, sometimes you feel sad, depressed, frustrated, irritated. But realizing that I'm not alone in the struggle was helpful at the beginning. But then being able to lean on someone and get that positive feedback, get that positive realignment, and sometimes having people remind you of how awesome you really are.
Yeah.
My name is Ethan Feinschreiber, and I'm a 14-time world champion in martial arts. And I am on the autism spectrum, and as someone on the autism spectrum, I suffer from an anxiety disorder. It's had a huge effect on my life, but thankfully it's something that doesn't have as much of an effect anymore because I've learned how to cope with it using various mechanisms. I just like to think about something that I'm passionate about, just something that I like. One of the greatest ways to calm yourself down, especially in more stressful situations, especially from external stimulation, and it's not like just a random panic attack, can be just changing your state of mind. For example, if you're stuck in traffic and you have to be somewhere really, really soon, you can stress out about it and think, holy crap, this sucks, my life sucks. I just think about what I like to see when I'm driving, whether it be the mountains, the sky, the clouds, other cars, stuff like that, and that can be fairly soothing. So I hope these tips helped. They've definitely helped me over the years, along with a bunch of other tactics.
Great ideas for coping. Sophie, what you doing?
Well, one way that I cope with my feelings is to express them through music. So I wanted to share some feelings I've had through my song, Extrovert.
The floor is yours.
Thank you. I forgot how to socialize. It's embarrassing, and I don't know why. I could stay up all through the night, just rethinking what I would say better next time. At some point, I got insecure. I cared too much about the words that come out of my mouth. How do people do it? Face just keeps on moving. I wanna talk to someone without feeling anxious. Think I'm no fun with our conversations. Oh, all I want right now is to calm right down and not overthink my every word. Talk to someone without my heart racing, so I escape to my imagination. Oh, all I want right now is to see myself living in another universe. I hope my alter ego is an extrovert. I think I would be happier that way. Maybe I would have more friends, go out to the parties often. I would be invited places, get along with everyone I meet. I won't feel bad Saturday night at home watching TV. No, I wouldn't think I'm missing out. I'm always there right in the crowd. I'd probably drown if I wasn't out. I'd hate that when I get out. Is that how I should be? What I should like? These questions are swallowing me. Would I be a better version of myself? That's what I would like to believe, but it's all a dream. I'll never be that version of me I always see when I can't fall asleep. Imagining me talking away, have so much to say. I just don't. I'm good with listening, and they think I'm bored, but I'm interested. Not good at showing it. This how I live. There's nothing wrong with that, but at some point I got insecure. I cared too much about the words that come out of my mouth. How do people do it? Face just keeps on moving. I wanna talk to someone without feeling anxious. Think I'm no fun with our conversations. Oh, all I want right now is to calm right down and not overthink my every word. Talk to someone without my heart racing, so I escape to my imagination. Oh, all I want right now is to see myself living in another universe. I hope my alter ego is an extrovert. I hope my alter ego is an extrovert.
Wow, that was incredible, Sophie.
Thank you.
Great job. Oh my gosh. Now we have a special segment for you.
This is James Dixon. Most of the time, I'm always excited and motivated when I'm talking, but today my heart is heavy in this regard. I've been talking with my good friend, River Brooksby, about overcoming when a relative takes their life. Whatever it is, your challenges your dad had, whether he died, whether it had been through cancer or any other way, his death doesn't mean that was any less valid than any other death.
Yep.
The only thing is that we want to avoid people making decisions of ending themselves when their story isn't finished. And the people that take their lives think that it ends with them, but the pain doesn't end there, does it?
No. It honestly was a lot harder when it actually happened because he'd been saying stuff for a couple months now, and Christmas came around and he tried and he started getting a little better. He was kind of starting his own little car flipping business, and then March came around and we ended up getting a call from the police and
said your dad had taken his life.
Yep.
The decisions and choices that he made are not your choices. He is not you. How are you handling living with that?
It's been hard. My dad is like my best friend, and he taught me every single thing I know in life, you know, and it puts you in a state of mind where you tell yourself over and over that it's fake, it's not real, you know. It doesn't allow you to actually heal from that. So for me, and that's like the hardest part, because that hurts worse than if I were to actually grieve that and go through that with my family, you know. Yeah.
Because we wonder, what could I have done? What could I have said? There's nothing you could have done. Well, there is something we're doing today. I don't know who's going to be listening, who ends up watching, but I know this much. You and I will make a difference. And if there's a kid watching right now and their parent has taken their life, what advice would you give them?
The thing that's helped me a lot is being close to family. It pulled us all together really close, and I would lean on your family and let yourself feel those emotions. Don't try to block them up, because that's one of the hardest things you can do, is act like everything's okay and try to act strong for everybody else, because you are your own person, you have your own feelings, and you don't need to carry other people's feelings on your shoulders as well.
Yeah. There's no reason for us to feel like we have to carry the weight of the world.
Yeah.
You know? It's a mutual burden that we all share, we all hurt, and it's all right to hurt. I don't know, sometimes we get into the idea that just because I'm a man, I'm not supposed to cry. I'm not supposed to break down. But real manhood feels everything. There's emotional intelligence, there's IQ, there's social intelligence, how you act around people, how you think, how you feel, and you're allowed to be all those things. And I want to release you of that same thing. You don't have to be strong for anyone. You already are strong. You were born to be strong. You're not your dad. You're a reminder to the rest of the world that you can survive it. You can be an example, you can encourage other people. I mean, that's what you're doing now.
Yeah.
If you have been watching us, we've been very transparent and open. River, I thank you for the fact that you would even talk about this for anyone else's purpose.
Yeah, of course.
But I believe you have helped change some lives. You will help save a life. I do not know what it's like for my father to even be in my life. But the one thing about that is that you get to keep those memories. And because of that memory, you get to keep his name going and growing through the way you help save other lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I thank you for doing that today.
Yeah, of course.
What a powerful interview from James Dixon.
When struggling with your mental health, it's important to know that there are multiple organizations and resources to help educate and support you.
That's right, Dakota. Let's hear what actor, singer, and music producer Jackson Dollinger has to say, as well as YouTube influencer Chelsea Latcher and DJ Apocalypse.
Hey guys, I'm Jackson Dollinger. I'm an actor from the Disney Channel original series Sydney to the Max. I'm also an artist. You can listen to my latest song, Happiness, right here. It's playing in the background. But I just want to come on here and talk to you about an important resource called 988. It is pretty much the mental health hotline, just like 911, but for mental health. And you can always access it if you feel like you're in a dark place and want to talk to someone.
Hi, I'm Chelsea Lasher. As a teen, there's a lot we face that can take a toll on our mental health. It may seem like we're alone, but we're not. There are some great organizations that provide resources, help, and healing. The JED Foundation, or JED, is a nonprofit that protects emotional health and prevents suicide for our nation's teen and young adults, giving them the skills and support they need to thrive today and tomorrow. There's help out there. Don't be afraid to ask for it.
Just like so many people across the globe, my family has been directly affected by the tragedies of suicide. And in their honor, that's why I took the Promise to Live challenge at promisetolive.org. And I would ask that you do the same. Whether or not you're struggling, if you're feeling hopeless, if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling depressed, suicidal, I urge you to please speak to a loved one, a family member, a friend, someone you trust, or you can even call or text 988. I'm DJ Aracalypse, official DJ for Real Salt Lake, and I took the Promise to Live challenge.
We encourage anyone who is feeling in a dark place to call 988 for help. Someone is always there ready to listen.
And in addition to the JED Foundation, there are other great organizations out there such as the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, the Trevor Project, and the National Alliance on Mental Health, or NAMI, just to name a few.
Let's hear about another resource called 90 and 9, a nonprofit started by Nick and Darla Day. It promotes healthy living through media and the performing arts.
And then we have an incredible message and song from Animal Sun, winners of the Rock Pop Song of the Year at the Hollywood Independent Music Awards.
My name is Nick Day, and I am one of the co-creators of 90 and 9. It's all about reaching out to other people and asking for help and being there for each other, and as a community, surrounding each other and lifting each other up. What we're trying to accomplish is to help people understand their self-worth and their potential, and hopefully be inspired to go out and do what they can to reach it.
I'm Darla Day, and I am a co-creator and co-founder of 90 and 9. The reason that we created 90 and 9 and the show Fighter was because I was baffled by this mental health crisis that was happening. And I felt such a pull to help. I wanted to tell that story through art. As we were writing this story, I'm like, this is my story. Like, this is how I felt. That like each of these characters represented something that I felt, especially obviously the journey of a phoenix, crashing, falling, and then rising from the ashes. But then as it's gone on, I'm like, this isn't just my story. This is everybody's story. And sometimes you just need that little light, that little bit of hope to just keep going. And we found that time and again, not only through the participants, the people performing, but the people watching, that just that moment of hope is sometimes enough to save a life.
Hi, my name is Sarah Blake of the band Animal Sun, and tonight our song Walk the Line is about walking that tightrope between the version of you that you would like to be and the version that everybody else wants you to be, and the toll that takes on your mental health. Never lose sight of the person that you really are.
Losing my faith in a quiet room, the sun through the cracks of my mental doom, searching for a glimpse of a real me. Feeling like I live 500 lives. just to make a name. But everywhere I go, the streets all look the same. Walking targets through the scope of machines. We've been living like we're strangers, while the devil's waiting in the dark. And his voice sounds a bit like mine. Walk the line, keep on walking the line. So tired of putting on these faces. You know they don't wanna see those scars. We do this dance till the end of time. Walk the line, keep on walking the line.
You know, one way I like to cope is by writing music, but also to reaching out to people that I love, family or friends. Alright. No. Let me ask you a question. Do you know what you mean to me? You mean the world to me, don't you know it's true? There's no one like you. Come over in my direction, so I can help you understand that I'll never find someone as kind as you anywhere. I'm your biggest fan, and when I'm with you, I'm feeling such good vibes. You're who I turn to, and let me tell you why. When I'm down and out, I look for a friend like you. I've been around the world and never met someone like you. When I'm feeling down, it lifts me to think of you. Oh yeah, I'm so grateful for a friend like you. No. I'm so thankful to have you in my life. Hey, you bring out the best in me. When I'm with you, I feel so free. In the darkness, you're my light. You're so hardworking, and I'm amazed by who you are. No, you and me together, there ain't nothing we can't do. You're a shining star, and when you're around, you're brightening up my day. Lift me from the ground. I wanted to say, when I'm down and out, I look for a friend like you. I've been around the world and never met someone like you. When I'm feeling down, it lifts me to think of you. No, I'm so grateful for a friend like you. No, when I'm down and out, I look for a friend like you. No, I've been around the world and never met someone like you. When I'm feeling down, it lifts me to think of you. No, I'm so grateful for a friend like you. No.
Wow, that was incredible, Dakota.
Thank you.
It's really important to be that friend. Please reach out to those who are alone or feel like they are in a dark place. They need you.
We're all part of a team, and each member of that team is vital and important to the team's success. Let's listen to what sports broadcaster Tony Parks has to say.
And don't forget, we have messages from actors Edward Gelhaus and Tyler Lofton, and health and beauty product owner Jen Lugo.
Hi, I'm Tony Parks, and I love working in sports and entertainment because I love to see people work together as a team. I also work a lot with individuals who aren't wearing jerseys or aren't a part of a team or club. But that's also a team sport. It's the team of the tremendous amount of support and love that goes to anybody who needs help out there. Never feel like the resources aren't there, or that you wouldn't be welcomed with love, or that people don't care. It would shock you how many people want you in this world, because the best version of this world can't exist without you in it.
Hey guys, Edward Gelhaus, and I'm here supporting the Promise to Live campaign. I took the challenge and I invite you to do the same. In this, we remind ourselves that times in life sometimes can get hard. We feel alone, we feel unsure of what our place is in the world, and in those times we feel desperate. But here we remind ourselves that there's always somebody to turn to. There's family, there's friends, there's all of us around that have had the same feeling, and we all group together as a community to remind ourselves that we are loved and we are appreciated and we can get through it. So I took the challenge. I invite you to do the same.
Hey guys, I'm Tyler. I'm Ben.
I'm Emma.
And we're the cast of The Short Game. We're here to let you know that we just took a promise to live. I pledged.
I pledge.
And I pledged. And you should too.
Definitely should.
Good morning from beautiful Puerto Rico. My name is Jen Lugo, and I am the mom of Trey Mackay, social media star and recording artist. And I am here to give a message to all of you teenagers out there who are struggling with your mental health. I want to encourage you to keep on going and to know that things do get better. I promise things get better. It may not seem like it now, but one day you'll wake up and you'll find that things just feel different. They feel lighter, they feel possible. And I believe in your strength, and I care about you. So please don't give up. Please keep going and know that things do get better. Continue to make the best choices that you can in the meantime. And just keep imagining the life that you want and hang on to that hope, because it does exist.
Our next performer is Shannon Kay, an American Indian actress, singer, and influencer. As a teen, she struggled with depression and harmed herself after she fell prey to the dangers of social media. Her song, Run, beautifies her Indian roots merging with her Western culture.
Hi, this is Shannon Kay. I'm a singer-songwriter and influencer. I'm very passionate about mental health because I too have been through my own battles of mental health and depression. And so I wrote this song called Run, which basically empowers all the people who are afraid of showing their ethnicity and their roots. And it's just an encouragement to all those people that they don't need to hide themselves away. They're perfect the way they are, and they can definitely rule the city. So I hope you guys like it.
Hey, Mr. Suit, are you listening? Did you forget what our dream is? I'm sick of your rules and your reasons. Yeah, I'm just here planning a mission. Stop trying to give me a ceiling. The fire will fight for a freedom. The clock is ticking. The tides are changing. A revolution is here to stay. We're gonna run this city. Knock, knock, get ready. Run, get with it. Time's up, we're winning. Run for your life if you're not a believer. Run this city. Knock, knock, we're coming for ya. Now that we spilled all your secrets, we got you at your weakest. But with this team by my side, we stand undefeated. We're not afraid, got something to say. So are you in or out? History's made when we misbehave, so we ain't stepping out. The clock is ticking, the tides are changing. A revolution is here to stay. We're gonna run this city. Knock, knock, get ready. Run,
This has been an incredible, inspiring show.
Now, before we wrap up, let's throw it back to Tim and Trey for some final thoughts.
And then National Resilience speaker Duncan Kirkwood and musician BJ Griffin.
We're all born with unique gifts. We're all born with something wonderful and amazing to bring to the world. And in the midst of frustration and sadness, sometimes it's easy to forget that. So what I'm going to encourage you today to do is reach out if you're feeling any of those emotions. Don't fight that battle by yourself. And in the midst of talking with somebody, make sure that you come out of it seeing the positive, like Trey said, seeing the goodness, seeing the things you've accomplished, and focusing your mind on what's to come. Because there are great things to come. And the only reason why great things won't come is if you get consumed by those temporary darknesses.
Always look towards the positive, guys. The sun is bright.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. The sun is bright. And if you're living in that bright sunshine right now and everything's bright for you, my final word is reach out to a friend. Reach out to a family member. If you're comfortable with it, if you see somebody that maybe is not a friend or family, but you can tell they're kind of in an uneasy place, be willing to ask. Be willing to open your mouth, because maybe they won't come to you. Perhaps coming to them could be the difference. So with that, today we want you to make the promise to live. Remember, you're not alone. When you're in the midst of it, reach out. When you're not in the midst of it, reach out. What's important is that we keep the conversation going. God bless you. Stay positive, stay encouraged, and know the best days are ahead of you.
What's going on here? It's Duncan Kirkwood, and I took the promise to live. And what that means is I'm making a promise that if I ever feel sad, depressed, suicidal, that I'm gonna find a family member, a trusted friend, somebody to support me in that moment, or I might just call 988 or text 988 to get some support from some professionals. I want you to take that same promise, because we are losing too many people to suicide. So just take the promise to live, and when you have a thought, you have a moment, you just take a second, you say, you know what, I did take that promise, let me go ahead and text 988, or let me call a trusted friend and get some support in this moment, because we want you to stay, we need you to stay, this world needs you.
Hey everyone, my name is BJ Griffin. I wanted to share that I made the promise to live. I must admit that this was a little difficult to talk about. I've been there, I've called the suicide hotline, and I'm just so grateful for resources like this, and there are resources for help out there, and I'm so glad to be a part of this initiative. If you make the promise now, you're more likely to use it. So make the promise to live.
Hold on. The darkness does not last. The sun will always rise. Find your light.
Together, let's talk about it. Whether it's your parents, friends, 988, or another resource, reach out. You're not alone.
And we're here for you too.
Thank you to all our actors, influencers, musicians, and speakers for your messages of hope and healing.
They care about your life. You're loved.
And you're definitely not alone.
Now, as we close out, enjoy a final message and song from the indie rock band Pool House. I'll see you next time, and don't forget to make the promise to live. See ya.
Bye.
Hi, we're the band Pool House. We're excited to share our latest music video with you. Before we do that, we want to talk about something that's important to us, mental health.
We perform and talk to youth and students all the time, and we want you to know that we do care about you and that you aren't alone. Whether you're dealing with depression, anxiety, or other mental health issues, there is help. If you are struggling, you can always call or text the National Lifeline at 988. We also hope that you will make the promise to live, and not just live, but also find what lights your fire within and gives you strength, power, and courage.
Check out our latest song, Sour. We hope you like it.
I saw you with the kickback. I swear it never tastes so bad, but I couldn't admit that, 'cause I'm not even on it. Switch pace while you become a model. I'm shit-faced, I'll tell you tomorrow. You get high 'cause that's where you keep it. I kinda lied but kept all your secrets. You get away 'cause it's all you ever wanted. Middle-aged
tune it out like it's the same without you. I've been on the same shit since the last we spoke. What happened? Did you forget what you told me? We were in the backseat, sweet summer love turned sour, so loud and it only gets louder. I miss you on the way out, but you know just what I think about. So hit me on the way down.